Hey guys, Vanessa Fernandez here. I am the founder of the Shine Tribe, and I have a few documents that are going to help you build your business, and I wanted to go through and explain them to you so that you can use them and start simplifying and seeing success in your Beachbody business. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is the power of 5. Let's see if I can get this right so you can see it. I know it's a little bit backwards here on the video, but this is a daily checklist that is going to simplify what it takes to grow your business. Now, remember, we don't need to shoot for huge numbers. We need to shoot for consistency and consistently adding customers and people into our network, connecting with them on a real and personal level. No spamming, no cold inviting, no making others and yourself feel uncomfortable. We want real connections. We want to really see change affected in people's lives. And I want you to remember the very most important currency in the world, especially in business, is trust. If you can maintain trust with your audience and with someone who you're talking to and with a prospect that you are getting to know, then you can have influence over that person and you can help them make positive changes in their lives, whether that includes buying a challenge pack or buying Shakeology or buying a program through you or not. The end goal is to make a positive influence on other people's lives. And that only happens when we have influence over someone, and we can only influence people who trust us. So trust is the number one commodity that we want to be keeping in mind, and you never sacrifice trust. Even if it will get you a quick sale or it might achieve short-term goals, in the long term, you erode that trust between you and that person you're working with, and you have no leverage to help them, to lead them, and to walk with them through this journey of health and fitness or building a business. So trust is number one. We want to do that sustainably and little by little over time. Now, the power of 5 has 5 things that you're going to do. And the first thing you're going to do is add 2 new people to your list. So the way that I love to do that is on Instagram. On Instagram, I can search through hashtags and I can find someone who is specifically someone who I want to work with. Maybe it's a homeschooling mom and I can search homeschooling, or the more specific you can be, the better. So a specific type of homeschooling that I do is classical method of homeschooling. So I may search for classical conversations or classical education or things like that. And that will connect me with women who are teaching their kids the same things I'm teaching them with. All of these small connections builds trust. And like I said, trust is our most precious commodity that we have when we are building our business and interacting with other people. So I will look through Instagram and I will find someone who fits my niche, and I'll find someone who honestly genuinely just looks like a great person that I would want to follow, that I would want to have in my feed. And there's a fine line between getting to know someone just because you want to make a sale and getting to know someone because they seem like a really great, awesome person that you want in your life and that you want in your newsfeed. Because people who you invite into your newsfeed, you're beginning a relationship with them. You're going to have daily updates from them. You're going to see their lives. You're going to see their heart, their kids, their passions. And if this is not someone who I want to spend time with or who I think is like a worthwhile person, then I get to choose who I want to show up in my newsfeed. And I just want people who I connect with and who I feel like are great people. So I'm going to add 2 new people to my list. Just two. Now, I am going to make sure that I write those people's names down. I like to use a legal pad. Call me old school, call me pen and paper, whatever. That's just the way I like to do it. You can use other online types of management systems like Asana and Trello and Streak from Google. Those are different management systems that help you manage clients and customers. But make sure, whatever you use, that you have some place that you have written down their Instagram handle or their name from Facebook or wherever. So you add 2 new people to your list, write them down, connect with them, friend them, whatever, on Instagram or Facebook. The next thing you're going to do is to make 2 love connections, or 2 connections. I call them love bombs. And that is nothing to do with Beachbody, nothing to do with inviting, nothing to do that has anything really to do with you. It's all about the other person. It is complimenting them, encouraging them, telling them how much you enjoy having them in your newsfeed, telling them how much their post encouraged you, or reaching out and encouraging them on how well they're doing with their kids or whatever. And this is where, if you find good people in that first step of adding new people into your newsfeed and into your social media, it's not fake to be reaching out and showing them love, because they're really genuinely awesome people. Some of my best friends, some incredibly inspiring people who, like, I am so thankful they're in my life. Many of them have never purchased anything from me. None of them have never joined my team. I'm just like blessed to know them. And so send some love bombs to them. Tell them how cute they look in that outfit, or whatever you can do to make them smile and to bring a little bit of light into their day. The next thing you're going to do is send 2 new invites. Now, when you make your list, let's say you added Jenny and Laura and Jessica and Marilyn, and you're having conversations with them, you're sending them love bombs, maybe they're answering back. What I want you to do is be a detective. I want you to ask them questions and reach out in such a way that you know their pain point. And what I mean by that is, where are they struggling? Specifically in health and fitness, but it could just be in life. Where is a pain point for them? Where could they use some help? Sometimes it's easy to find this out, and sometimes I will straight up ask and say, hey, I don't know if you knew this, but I am a health and fitness coach, and I am constantly working on ways to serve and help other women in this area of health and fitness. I'm so curious, where do you struggle most? I want to make content, and I want to make helpful things that are specific to what women are actually struggling with. So is there anything that you struggle with when it comes to health and fitness? And I just kind of open it up like that sometimes. And I just let them know, like, there's no hidden agenda. I constantly am blogging, and I'm constantly creating resources and materials and posts. And I want to make sure that they're helpful to the people following me. And so I want to speak to what you are needing the most in your health and fitness struggle. So try to find out, what is their pain point? And next to their name on my list, I have a section, pain point. And once I find it, I write it down. Oh, she is really stressed because she works long hours. Or, oh, she grew up really unhealthy and has no idea how to make healthy meals for her family. So on and so on. Like, I just write out their pain points. Once I know their pain point, then I have permission to invite them. And when I say I have permission, I mean I give myself permission to invite them, but I will not invite them until I know their pain point. And so I just put that in little parentheses here, not until you know their pain point. So if you've just said, like, hey, how are you? Cute shirt. And then, hey, by the way, do you want to join my challenge group? Might be going a little too fast there. So make sure you know their pain point. Be a detective. Build that conversation back and forth until you know where you can serve them, until you know where you can help them. And number 4 is send 2 follow-ups. So of those people that you have invited, we're all busy. And a lot of times when somebody invites you to something like this, a lot of women just have to, like, take a minute and think about it. They have to ask their husbands, or they have to, just really decide if they're ready to take that step. And sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. That doesn't mean they won't be in the future. And that doesn't mean that just that very question and invite has opened the door to have them start thinking about it. And so every invite, even if it's met with a no, and can I tell you, like, probably 80% of my invites are immediately met with a no and then turn into a yes afterwards. So that first invite, you're almost just like expecting a no, but you just do it to open that door, to get them to start thinking about, maybe I should join this group. I wonder what it really is about. And they start watching you a little bit closer, and they start looking at your posts a little bit more. And so send that invite and then send a follow-up, because most of the time that invite will just kind of go with crickets, and following up is where the fortune is found. Like, honestly, if you don't follow up, you are leaving so much out there on the table. Do not be afraid to follow up. So follow up with 2 people. And then number 5, do your workout, make sure you're being authentic, make sure that you are leading from the front and encouraging people because you're living it out yourself. If you are not being a product of the product, if you're not living it, if you're not showing a transformation, if you are not, I'm not saying you gotta be a fitness model. Lord knows I am not one of those, but definitely that you're in the game, that you're showing up is unbelievably important because like I talked about, trust is everything. Trust is everything. And if people can't trust you, that you believe in the products, that you use the products, that you are doing your workouts even though it's hard, you've lost trust and you can't coach anyone. It's okay to have setbacks. It's okay to have rough weeks. It's okay to have those seasons that were just like hard. But you've got to be in the game, okay? So the power of 5, not just that there are 5 things here, you do them 5 days a week. You get a weekend. You don't have to kill yourself 7 days a week. I want us to live more and work less, and that is the goal. So this should take you half an hour. I mean, not including the workout, right? Add 2 new people, send 2 love bombs, invite 2 people, and follow up with 2 people. That should not take you more than half an hour. Then get your workout done and get back to life. You could even do each of these things like in like 5 or 10 minutes, like 4 little 10-minute slots throughout your day. Maybe early in the morning, you add a couple friends. Maybe during lunch, you send 2 love bombs and 2 invites. And then maybe after the kids go down, you just send 2 follow-ups and see, if there are 2 people who are ready to join. So it can be done in the cracks of motherhood. You don't have to sit down and have like a 2-hour block every day to get your work done. You really don't. Let's simplify this. Let's not put pressure on ourselves that doesn't need to be there. So that is the power of 5. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. I encourage you to print it out, laminate it, get your little dry erase marker, check it off every day, wipe it down, repeat the next day. Do it 5 days a week. Take 2 days off to just rest, be with your family. What is not on this is your personal development. I want you doing that every day. I want you doing that every single day, and that has nothing to do with your business, and it has everything to do with your business. It has nothing to do with your business because you should do it even if you stop coaching today. You should do personal development for your soul, for your family, for your health, your mental health. Never give that up, my friends. And so it has nothing to do with the business, but it has everything to do with the business because our business will only grow to the level that we grow. We stop growing, our business stops growing. We stop learning how to grow and improve and be better leaders and be better women. We can't lead others to be better as well. So personal development's not on here. You do that every day. This you do 5 days a week. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.